Welcome back. Stabbed over and over again. Greenville County investigators say Susan Pendarvis died fighting for her life. Now, her case, it has sat for 19 years with little to no answers about her killer. Now, investigators say her body was found 19 years ago inside a motel lobby where she worked. And now, for the very first time, we're sitting down with her sons to hear what happened the days and years following their mom's attack. Fox Carolina's Shale Remien has been looking into this cold case.
So, Shale, I can't even imagine what this family is going through. What did her sons and investigators tell you about this case?
Well, Diana, this is a case investigators say has stuck with them for 19 years because it's been more than challenging to push it forward because there are apparently no witnesses inside of that motel lobby where Susan was stabbed to death. Her sons were very young when this happened, but sitting down with them, you can tell she left more than her mark, and they say they are the men they are today because of her.
My mom is air. The air that has allowed me to breathe without her. Because without her, it's very hard to do life. It really is.
19 years ago, a 911 call from the lobby of a Greenville County motel took the air right out of a family.
The body of Miss Pendarvis was found lying outside from behind the counter on the floor, covered in blood. There was blood. The investigators recalled being blood all over the whole front lobby, scattered on windows, on doors, all throughout.
It was early morning, March 20th, 2000, when investigators say Susan Pendarvis went to work at the Microtel Inn off of Interstate 85 and was stabbed countless times.
She had defensive wounds. There was evidence that Miss Pendarvis fought off the attacker or attackers.
Surveillance cameras covered the building, but investigators found the VHS tapes were never replenished.
When they reviewed it, looked at anything to potentially submit for any DNA or any type of evidence, they didn't find anything. So the case has remained cold.
This is Susan's eldest son, Brian. He was only 10. His brother Alan 8, and Marcus here 9, when their 32-year-old mother died fighting back.
That's why I put her name and stuff all on my shoes. I wear number 32 because that's the age she was when she died.
Brian remembers both of his parents working a night shift job. So many times, he says, they slept just feet away from their mother in the motel lobby.
She would have us sleep in the hotel if nobody could watch us. Well, I remember the night being strange because we went to spend the night at my first grade teacher's house. We had never done that.
She used to sing us awake every morning. She had this really dumb song, about getting up and going to school. And I love hearing my mother's voice, but I hated hearing that song. Then I remember it just craving to hear that song just one more time.
The brothers say music filled their lives because of their mother's voice unknowingly filling their souls.
They'd take turns on the piano and just pick a song and we would just sing together, and it was just so beautiful. And you couldn't help but feel the love. You couldn't be angry, you couldn't be upset. There was just a love in that room was palpable. And then after my mother's demise, it stopped.
Without their mother, without an arrest to this day, March 20th, 2000 is the day their music died.
At my mother's funeral, I had a voice in my head saying, you have to be strong for everybody because this is going to get very hard. So every year it is still hard to sit there and say that I can't call my mom. I can't tell her everything that I'm doing in my life.
Brian still keeps his mother's driver's license in his wallet, her scarf in his room. But it's more than just objects these brothers cling to that keeps her essence alive.
Each and every time we come back together, I see more and more of her, and I remember more and more about her through them.
They say they want justice for Susan Pendarvis.
Because of the advancements in DNA, we are currently looking through that case file to see if there's anything that we could now maybe submit.
She's the mother who continued to raise her sons with the love and strength she left behind.
I had the best mother, period.
Right now, Greenville County investigators say because of the advancements in DNA technology, they're sifting through this case file to see if there's any pieces of evidence, like someone's blood mixed with Susan's, that could be resubmitted for DNA testing. They pointed out if this horrendous crime had happened today, it would be much easier to close this case. Cody?
Shale,